Welcome to Messages from Spirit this week. Maybe a couple weeks. They just said no showboating. Does that mean like bragging? I think that's bragging, right? That's funny. No showboating. Okay, so maybe let me see. Why are you showing us this about showboating? Pride. Don't let your pride get in the way. Like don't is it why is this? Because somebody will want to pop your balloon. Just be that proud inside. That's funny. Oh, they're saying make a wish. They showed me the inside of a pond and like a little coin went boop into the water and it sunk down to the bottom and a fish like watched it go by. So, yeah, they're saying like, you know how in certain cultures, koi fish or goldfish, big giant goldfish are known as like abundance and they're kind of revered and taken really well care of and stuff like that. Well, those are these fish. These fish say that they're magical fish. So they will make your wish come true. So right now, while we're here in this moment, I'd like us to close our eyes and ask for a wish that is aligned with the highest good of everyone on the planet, as well as ourselves. And just watch a scene unfold for you that is what you want. Imagine it all going just like you want. Imagine everything, all of your problems getting resolved effortlessly, everything that you need coming to you, that person you love reciprocating, that ring on your finger, whatever it is you want to picture right now. That is your prayer to Spirit, to God. And the goldfish, they said. They were like, oh, we're noting. We are noting. Okay. Cookies. Eat those cookies. Eat those cookies. Cookies. Gosh, that's so funny, you guys. They're just saying like, don't worry. Like just eat and enjoy. Eat and enjoy. And it was cute. For those of you who don't know this, I got wonderful Jen, our administrator, or my administrator, on the lives on Monday. She's always sent me these little soft, really thoughtful gifts over the years. And they're just random, but here and there, just her gifts have changed through the years. And now she's sending these big giant boxes of cookies. And they're really thick and they're huge. They're called crumble cookies and they're amazing. So when I get those deliveries, I cut them in half and I freeze them because I can't eat them all. There's just no way. So Spirit is saying, though, that life is for enjoyment. It's not for like some people. They're also mentioning like retirement. Like some people will enjoy their lives when they have X amount of dollars in the bank, and then they'll retire and then they'll enjoy. And they're saying like enjoy everything you can now. Like make sure you make date nights. Make sure that you and the person that you love, when you guys come in together, I'm going to talk more and more about unions now, you guys. The theme is shifting. So, yeah, you make sure that you always take that dedicated time, just the two of you, because you guys are the pillar for your whole family. If you guys have a family, it could be an animal family for some of you. But the two of you doing well is the most important thing for the structure to work well. So make sure that you take that dedicated time, just the two of you, to keep that fire burning and keep the intimacy and the closeness and everything. And you get away from all the distractions. And make sure that you're making a point to laugh every day. With each other, by yourself, laugh at things. I talked to a Divine Feminine yesterday, and I was just tickled because she says, Amy, since I've known you, like I laugh a lot more. Like I laugh a lot more about everything. She goes, I've really lightened up in my life. And that is like the best compliment somebody could ever give me, because it's so important, you guys, for your evolution to not take things too seriously and to have a sense of humor about everything you possibly can. And when you are rising up the ranks in spirit, when you are awakening, you're going to find that everything is funny, every bit of it. You wonder why certain spiritual leaders or gurus, they just laugh, because that's all there really is. It is all actually quite funny when you're seeing from spirit's eyes. So some of you, it's so funny. I'll get you in sessions and your arms are crossed and you're just like, that is not funny. And I'll start laughing even harder. And I'm like, wow. And then they eventually crack and start laughing too. Okay, maybe it's a little funny. And I'm like, well, when you take yourself out of it, and take a good look at it, it's always funny. So, humor is so important for you guys in coming together and giving each other slack. This is turning into a union talk, I guess. They're gonna just do whatever comes. They're also saying about also in the live I talked about the sticking power in relationships, to where they're not going back and forth and back and forth. They do that. They could potentially, depending on their maturity level, do the back and forth and be kind of, I don't know, touch and go, or like they come and then they leave and those guys are just not ready. But when they're ready and you guys come into union, the sticking power that makes it work is taking personal responsibility. So one way of looking at that is the person is able to say they're sorry. And I'm not talking about, okay, I'm sorry. When you really don't mean it, you're just like, please just let me off the hook. It's more, okay, look, I've really taken a good look at what happened, and I see how, knowing your history, what I said would have really triggered you. And wow, I did not mean to step on that bombshell, or that thing that detonates. I didn't mean to step on that. And if I could take it back, I totally would. And just when you've really reflected on it, you've really seen what it means to your person. You've put yourself in their shoes as best you can. Maybe you've done Katie's work and you've read it backwards as if you're him or her, and you get it, and you come to them with sincerity and still not saying in that is it's not your fault, but you're validating and having compassion for them and maybe their sensitivities and things like that. Whenever you show somebody that you understand, that you validate whatever it is that they're feeling, that being understood is the most important thing that you can have with someone. So just keep that in mind, to not want to be right, because you can be as equally right as somebody else, because that's what you believe and that's what you think, and your history points to that. But the other person could be just as right and valid, because same thing, their experience and their history and everything point to this, but it's all just stories anyway. So you can say, I feel totally right in this, but I also see where you would feel totally right in this. So how about we forget about right? Who gives a crap about right? How about we just get each other? We understand each other, and we hug each other, and we say that we're sorry, and then we, just even invite the person. I did a talk on listening, on being an effective listener. So you guys, I'll try to remember to put that down below in the description. it's a good talk though. It goes for about a half an hour just talking about how important it is to listen. So if you have an opportunity like that, if you really, really want to win like an award, then if you guys get in a fight like that, or if something happens where there's a disagreement or misunderstanding and hurt feelings, and then you have to come back together and talk about it, when you have that type of thing happen, if you can take that as an opportunity to actually learn more about them by listening more, why don't you tell me more about when that happened, how that happened, what was all going on back then? And then you get them talking, and then you say, wow, I really get that. I really understand those feelings. I've had those types of feelings too. I've felt that way too. If you can do that and completely like the exercise describes, squeeze out any little drop, every single tiny last drop, and then you stick a paper towel in there and really like make sure every drop is out of that lemon, and help them feel heard and help them feel validated in what they experienced and how they felt about it, it can totally disintegrate it. And then they may not even get triggered the next time at all. It'll just gone. So just keep these things in mind going forward. I just saw like, it's a wonderful world was just playing, and I saw like blue skies and a butterfly floating through, and like just this really beautiful scene. Oh, they're saying it's a great manifesting song. If you want to sing that song and it be imagining having the life that you want and everything going really beautifully, then that's a great song to listen to if you like it. You know, don't use it if you don't like it or if it irritates you. But they're saying use certain songs to really evoke the feel of what you want. Like, oh man, I want that life where this song is like playing in my head as I'm looking around at my beautiful life, and you're just like, use that as a tool if you want. Music can very much, as you know, stir the heart. So listen to some music, or maybe even it'll be piping through your head as you're doing things around the house or whatever. But imagine things being really, really beautiful in your world, and you're going to go to that timeline. The universe cannot give you a timeline that doesn't resonate. So, just align with the best timeline you can by imagining everything going great. Spend all the energy and attention you can on daydreaming about good things, about thinking about good things, or everything going great, instead of what if everything goes wrong, or what do I do when everything goes wrong? Just trust that everything will get ironed out if anything goes wrong. They say keep the hope alive no matter what. Like keep the hope alive. Unwavering faith. The seven of wands, a friend and I discovered recently, is about unwavering faith. It's like you know where you belong in this world, and you'll fight for it if you have to. You're standing on top of your world, your little piece of your little corner of the universe, and it's like, this is where I belong. This is my home. This is my person. And just being like, absolutely, this is gonna happen. This is gonna work out. Everything's gonna be awesome. And it's just like, boom, done. Get her done. They're talking about fall, leaves falling, representing, or think about it while you're looking at the leaves fall, that it's also your purgy poo pants land. I'll never forget her saying that. That was so funny. Again, from the live. You guys got to watch my lives if you don't. So it's like, imagine those leaves that are falling are parts of your life that didn't work anymore. Boom, 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 boom. Be thankful for them because they were beautiful all summer long, right? It was like, yeah, how nice. But then it's like, now that it's fall, it's like you're shedding those things anymore. And now you're realizing they really don't work for you anymore. And just like bless them. Thank the leaves for having been there, and then let them fall and let them, add color to the ground, for a while and make our drives really nice. But see it as the purging doesn't have to be difficult, you guys, is one thing that they're emphasizing about that as well. Look how easily the leaves fall. The tree doesn't to make all the leaves fall. They just naturally fall when it's time, right? So one thing that I can mention about purging is just when something comes up in your reality that's been there before, or you're afraid it's going to come back, just choose differently. Just be like, wow, I remember when that used to actually be an enticing thing, or I remember when that thing used to actually make me afraid. And now I choose differently because now I have different tools. So now I actually choose to, and just having that little thought process going, this is inviting me back to an old me that I don't want anymore, that I don't resonate with anymore. And just thinking, who's the new me? Oh yeah, the new me chooses tools. The new me writes down the benefits and advantages as to why that's actually a really good thing. The new me meditates on it for a minute. The new me pauses to reflect, is that really what I want to do, or what I want to be, or what So just remind yourself that you now have a choice. That's it. Just that little tiny thought, just that little process can make the density of it just lift off of you. So don't buy into the same old stories when they come back around. Just don't react the same way. Decide even not to care about that anymore. That's not even near my list of priorities. It's not, I don't even think about that anymore, or even care about that kind of thing anymore. So, and that's growth. And if you do think about this, if you do that every time you purge, purging means that something like, say, just something that haunts you from the past, something that comes up in your life that either scares you or tempts you to be the way that you used to be, or it just feels like an old comfortable shoe that's really worn out though. It's here again. I thought I dealt with this. That's how you'll feel when it hits. I thought I've already dealt with this issue. This sucks. And you'll get really mad about it at first because you don't want it in your life anymore. Purging is stuff you really don't want anymore. And you really want to get rid of it. But resistance to it and fighting against it and being mad is only going to make you suffer. And it's only going to keep you kept in that trap, that hamster wheel. It's going to keep that purging thing coming back and back and back to trigger you over and over again. So if you want to end that cycle, again, react differently to it. It shows up, you're like, oh God, that again. And then you catch yourself and you're like, okay, well, I'm a new person and I look at things differently now. Oh, I guess I do, don't I? Well, how would you respond to it differently now? Well, here's what I do. Let's just do that. I swear, it'll be like boop. That's all you needed, is to bring the awareness to it. You don't have to sort out the problem necessarily. You don't have to go through and rehash it all and examine it and go to a counselor and talk about it. None of that. You just be aware of it and choose differently. Isn't that cool? So life is so much simpler than we think it is. We make it so much more complicated. And they're like, yes. Yes. Also, they're talking about Ganesh. So there's a song on YouTube. Hopefully you can find it right now. Anything that the mainstream media or anything that anybody is trying to keep you from seeing right now, if I were you, I would really try to see whatever that is. Like really, really try to see whatever that is. Anyway, because that's truth that they're trying to hide right now. Okay. So with Ganesh, try to find the video. There's like a song. It's a video that says like Ganesh, Ganesh, and then put in like good luck, extreme good luck, I think is what the video says. And there's a song on there. And if you memorize the song, if you ever need it, if you ever feel like Ganesh will protect you, Ganesh will step in and just really help a situation. And you can just kind of like sing the little song, and all of a sudden you just see miracles play out. It's really crazy. It's really weird. And it's not like a really happy song either or anything. It's like it's kind of like, really? It sounds like an elephant. The song sounds like an elephant, but get into the feel of even being an elephant in the song, just kind of feel out the feel of being a sweet, kind, gentle, loving giant. And or you could just say, Ganesh, could you help me with this situation? It seems like it's impossible, or this is insurmountable, or this is just so, I don't see my way through this, then ask Ganesh to help. Ganesh is incredible at miracles, incredible at bringing abundance, and incredible at bringing luck. Like, wow, I can't believe that I got out of that. Like, there was a fight breaking out and I didn't even get involved. Like, they were all fighting all around me, but they didn't hit me, that kind of a thing. Okay. If you want to use the word blessed instead of luck, I can understand why. So, but it's all just placebos. It's what you think it is. Just like you can think of 666 as a bad thing, or you can think of 666 as a good thing. It's totally up to the way that so why not empower yourself and think the good thing? You know what I mean? Is what I'm saying. Otherwise, you're like always tiptoeing around, 666, and like everything you're like super extra sensitive to. Oh, if something is like that, then it's don't do that to yourself. Don't get all paranoid about things being bad or good. Just assume everything's good, in a way. Just assume it's all good. Yeah. And if you need discernment with that, just ask your crew. Can you guys just please make things obvious to me, make the truth obvious to me, and make any dangers obvious to me, so that I don't have to wonder, or I don't have to fret or question everything. I just know when something really is off. Okay. Yeah, they said use us in that way. It's so many people don't use their intuitions enough. Use it for everything. Use it for what you should eat for breakfast. Use it for what, you could even constantly ask, should I go upstairs right now or should I stay down here? Well, go upstairs. Okay. Well, when you get upstairs, what should I do now? Oh, lay on your bed. Okay. I think that sounds really good. Then you'll start daydreaming and think about something and just kind of live life like moment to moment like that, asking spirit what you should do in each moment. And that way also you're not stuck in a rut, in a routine, in a pattern of always being the same way, because that changing things up like that actually enables miracles to come through, and realizations and epiphanies and self-awareness can come through easier when you're able to be more flexible. Anything else? Yeah, steer your ship where you want to be and where you want to go. Don't be looking in the rearview mirror too much. Just keep swimming. I think we've gotten that same message every week for a few weeks now. Just keep swimming. I just saw I heard reindeer bells, sleigh bells, and I saw reindeer, and then I saw a couple in a horse-drawn carriage that was all lit up. They kind of look like they just got married. It's evening. So maybe that just means it could mean generally speaking that you're going to have a romantic holidays, romantic Christmas at least, maybe Thanksgiving too. Or it could actually mean that you're actually getting married around Christmas time or something. So is there another message in that? Hold your loved ones close for the holidays. Well, yeah. Yeah. I mean, It makes a lot of sense with everything going on right now that we need comfort during those times. Our holidays aren't going to be the same this year, guys. Nothing's the same. So that can be an opportunity to make it even more special. Why not? Start new traditions. Make things special as they are, like radically accept things as they are, and then make them special as you can. And in its own unique way, and in its own unique flavor, Yeah. Look out for those that are depressed. People who are depressed really just need to feel like they matter and like you care about them. So get them involved in some kind of activity where they like get them in a club or get them in like something where they can interact with other people on a regular basis. For that matter, animals. Puppies, kittens, you guys, like especially puppies need a lot of socializing as well. They're saying yes. So if you've just gotten a puppy or any kind of animal, really, remember that they need to see what it is to have other human beings around, or see what it is to have other dogs or cats or whatever around them, so that when they interact with them out in life, they're not going to freak out and attack them or something out of fear. Think about it. If you were like a human that was raised without ever seeing other people, except for like your parents, you'd freak out. You'd be like, oh, there's taller ones with brown hair. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I don't know about all this. I don't know. So, so those depressed people, just make sure that you're giving them lots of love and attention and getting them involved in something that they can look forward to. Just being able to share your life with someone and tell them how you're doing or tell them what you're up to sometimes can, make all the difference. So don't be so shut off that you're not talking to people either. Don't do that to yourself either. Okay, anything else? Oh, well, I've been shuffling for a while, so why don't we just pull a few cards? Interesting. Wow. Wow. It looks like somebody's getting past their insecurities and they're going to surprise you with news of a bright future and or surprise you with an offer of a bright future from a place of passion. So, and I see fairy dust in this one card. I see the fairy dust underneath the moon. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, there you go. That I just heard something go by. It was funny. Okay. So yeah, a passionate offer. It could be a text message, a phone call, or some kind of news, like somebody letting you know something's happened, or letting you know, hey, I'm moving, or I left my job, or I want to come see you, or like some kind of a like pleasant news. And it's going to be a surprise, and it's going to heal. It's going to really heal. And oh, weird. For some of you, this could be around a birthday or something. For some of you, that's not going to apply to everybody, but I just noticed all the birthday candles or the Hanukkah candles or something there, right? I've never even seen those before, and you've never even noticed them before. And that's by design. So, they said you've been the light in their dark. You've been their candle in their darkest hour. So, yay, something to look forward to. Yeah, they're making a judgment call to heal things. They're making it happen. Yay. All right. Is there anything else that you guys want to share? When I say that, I'm talking to your guides and mine. as a big group. Anything else you guys want to talk about? Yeah, they just said, don't be so lazy as to think. So just watch your thoughts very, very carefully and do whatever exercises you can to become more self-aware, and so that you're not just randomly thinking about negative things all the time. Watch your thoughts really carefully. Keep your attention on positive, and it's going to bring the best possible future for you. Is that it? Okay. They said the end. Okay. Have a beautiful week, and I love reading your comments. So thank you for those that are going to comment below. And it should be an interesting week or two coming up here. All right. Have a good one. Talk to you later. Bye. If you like my videos, please like, subscribe, and share them with your friends. Also, feel free to join me at patreon.com/Amy Satori, where I post monthly energy readings, pick a decks, and other goodies for members only, including discounts for readings and being entered to win a free reading at the end of the year. Memberships start as low as $5.55 a month. Sometimes I even put my free collective love readings on Patreon first before uploading them here to YouTube. If you're wanting more information about my show on TuneIn Radio, how to order a personal reading, or other goings-on, you can check the description of my videos for the most up-to-date information.